guys, welcome back to my channel, and I have another book haul because book hauls are my life. I need to reorganize my shelves because there's too many books and not enough shelf space. Whoops. So my birthday was this month, and so for my birthday I went to barnesandnoble.com and bought a few books on their 50% off sale, and a couple of book outlet stuff boxes came in, and one of them I bought near my birthday, and then the other one I bought like a month before that. And there's still 2 more boxes out there floating around in the ether. I always seem to have at least 1 or 2 book outlet boxes floating around, but those won't be here for a while because one of them I just did the other day, but I had a coupon and it was double points, so I spent $35 on 12 books. But that's not today's. Today we have 1 smallish box and 1 big box, because 1 box was like $100, which was what I bought for my birthday. All right, so for the few books that I bought from Barnes & Noble on their half off sale, I bought Ash Princess, which my friend Chris has read and absolutely loved, and so I went ahead and got it too because I want to read it with her, or I wanted to read it because of her. Not sure what it's about, but she said it was amazing. The next book I got was Dread Nation. I tried listening to this book on audiobook, but the narrator paused for really long times. So she'd be talking, she'd be at a good pace, then all of a sudden she would pause. And in between sentences, paragraphs, especially chapters, she'd pause for so long that my phone would disconnect from the Bluetooth because it thought that I had turned it off. So yeah, it drove me crazy. So it was, her normal speaking speed was great. It was just her pauses, it was too long. But I was really enjoying the book, so I figured I would go ahead and just buy it since it was half off, and I will read it later. It's about zombies and the Civil War and girls getting taught how to fight zombies during the Civil War. No clue what this is about. So this is Merciless, and it is a Barnes & Noble's exclusive edition. I don't know what that means. It's about witches. I don't know what it's about, really. All I know is that one of my friends is reading it and she wants me to read it with her, so I bought it. As you can see, some of these are very complicated backstories on why I bought them. I'm so happy to have this. So I listened to Leah on the Offbeat over the summer while I was in Paris, and I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to have a copy of my own, so it went on half off. I bought it. I read it months ago and I loved it. Simon is still better. So this is Outcast. It is the prequel to the Novice series, which I have and I haven't read, but it's a Barnes & Noble's exclusive, so it's got extra stuff and everything I've heard about it. I figure I'm gonna like it, so I bought it anyways because I have problems. And the last book I got was Circe. The last book I got was Circe, which my son keeps going, it's circle spelt wrong, just like he always says that Chanel is channel spelt wrong, because he's weird and he likes to be different. Chanel? Okay, you. So I don't remember what Circe is about. I know it's the same author that wrote Song of Achilles, which I do not have, and I do not know if I need. So if you know if I need to read a Song of Achilles before I read Circe, let me know please so I can read them in the correct order. But I do know that it's like a retelling of Circe, which intrigues me because I love mythology. So yeah, that's it. That's what I got from Barnes & Noble. But I still have 2 boxes for book outlets and very little idea of what is in them, but I have scissors. I know one of the boxes is heavy on romance because I've just been in a contemporary mood. I'm going through kind of a slumpish situation here with my reading. Sorry about the lighting. I've been trying to get it to look decent because it's coming out really orange because it's raining outside and my natural light, and yeah, okay. So this one is not the romance heavy one. This is just my small one that I've had I bought it a long time ago and I don't remember what's in it. It's the fun and not fun part about Book Outlet. For it to get here, it takes months. So I don't necessarily remember what's in it. Like paper. More paper. More paper. And receipt. All right, so it looks like I've got about 10 books. One's ripped. All right, the first one I have is You'll Miss Me When I'm Gone. And if I remember correctly, this is about a set of twins. And they have a congenital disease, and one of the twins comes back positive that they have markers for it, and the other one comes back negative. They don't have markers for it. I don't really remember much about it. It's supposed to be a hard-hitting contemporary. Mine is ripped. But it's supposed to be pretty good, so there you go. I don't know. Apparently I have some romance in here too. So the next book is Nemesis. And there's like 3 different books that all have the same title. What's this one about? A strange man finds her and murders her in cold blood, but hours later she awakes in a clearing just outside her tiny Idaho town, alone, unhurt, and with all the evidence of the horrific crime erased. Okay. I don't remember, but I'm intrigued already. And let's see here. So I have the first one, which I cannot think of the name of the book because my brain is not working. What is the first one? Oh, Winter Song. So I have Winter Song, and now I have Shadow Song. I don't remember what they're about because I've had them on my shelves for months. But I remember wanting to read this one, and it sounded really interesting, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I don't remember what it's about. It's like the theme for these things, you know? Here's another one. The Romantics. I don't know. Is it a romance? It says, I am Love, your trusted narrator. I'm here, ditching my cloak of mystery, talking to you straight to tell you a love story. And like I said, I've been really interested in romance lately, so that makes sense that there's romance in here. All right, so the next book we have is Fire. And it's a Graceling Realm book. But I don't think I have the Graceling. Why did I buy a second book when I don't have the first? Did they mess up? Did I mess up? Either possibility. I'm not sure. I'm sure I saw someone talk about it and go, ooh, that sounds good. And then the next one we have is a Huntley Fitzpatrick book, My Life Next Door. And this was supposed to be like a neighbor, fall in love, cutesy type of book, and about family and relationships. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. So I got it. And then lastly, my daughter's favorite author right now is Francisca Zappia, who wrote the Eliza and Her Monsters books. And then she read this one. She actually has the hardcover version of this one. I wasn't aware I bought the paperback, but she has the hardcover and she wanted me to read it, but she wants me to have my own, so I bought this. And I don't know why I bought my own. Why did I just read hers? Because I have issues. Or it was $1, I don't know which. All right, box number 1 is done. This is box number 2. Oh, this one is my big fat baby. My big fat baby is full of romance. That's the only thing I remember about this box, is that it has a bunch of romance in it because that's what I was in the mood for when I bought the box. I did a very bad thing. I read a Nora Roberts book, and I liked it a lot. It was cute and kind of sexy time and funny and an interesting story. So what did I do? I bought more. All right, this box is filled to the top. There was just a little like, so this book box is like filled to the top. So we're just gonna dive in. There's a bunch of Nora Roberts stuff in here. There's like 3 different trilogies. I'll see if I can find them. So we have one book from the Cousin O'Darin trilogy. Nope. That one's not one of those. That one is one of these. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on this for a second because I'm going to pull the Nora Roberts books out. I'll show you everything else, and then I'll show you the Nora Roberts books. So as I get a Nora Roberts book, I'm gonna put it aside. So the first thing we have is Ink, Iron, and Glass by Gwendolyn Clare. And it says, can she write a world gone wrong? A certain pen, a certain book, and a certain person can craft entire new worlds through a branch of science called scriptology. Eliza comes from one such world that has written into creation. Her mother, a noted scriptologist, constantly alters and expands the reality. Sounds kind of cool. And then Nora Roberts books off to the side. And then we have this one Chris read and loved and told me that I needed to read. It's Cafe by the Sea, and I want to say it's just a contemporary, I don't think it's a romance, but it takes place in like Scotland. Yes, Scottish Islands. And she said it was really, really cute. And so when I told her I was making a book outlet purchase, she like begged me to put it in, so I did. I also have a Doc Duet. This is one of the reasons I bought the box to begin with, was because this keeps coming in and out of circulation, and I would always miss it because it would be like in for like a day, and then I would see it and go, oh, and then next thing I know, it was gone. Come on now. So the next thing I know, it was gone, and I wanted to make sure I got it. So when I saw that it was in for a little while, I picked it up. I also got This Mortal Coil. I don't remember what it's about, but I remember being really intrigued in it. And I was like, ooh, I want to read that. But a hacker who can cripple mainframes and crash through firewalls. But that's not what makes her special. In her world, people are implanted with technology to record their DNA, allowing them to chase their bodies in any way they want. And Kat happens to be a genetic hacking genius. Cool. I am good with that. So I do have this Nora Roberts book, which doesn't fit with any of the other ones, so I can just show it to you. It's called Year One. It's not a romance, I don't think. I think it's more like a fantasy-ish. I'm not sure. All I know was that me and Chris were looking at reading it together, and I bought it from Book Outlet because these books are expensive. It's 28 bucks. I was not going to spend 28 bucks on this book. Ooh. Okay. So, one of my favorite books I've ever read in my entire life is The Nightingale, which I checked out from the library and did not own a copy of. And I really, really, really wanted to own a copy of it because it is a stunningly beautiful book, inside and out, and I wanted one on my shelf. So I bought myself a copy of The Nightingale. But while I was on there, they also had her new book, The Great Alone, which I have no idea if it's anywhere as beautiful on the inside as the other one is, but it's just as beautiful on the outside. I mean, I'm a little biased, but those are really pretty books. Very pretty books. Okay, so I got this one. I'm really excited about that. Let's see what else I have in here. Ooh, it's a Susan Dennard book. I have The Strange and Ever After, and then I have Strange and Something Deadly. I really like her Thread Sister books, Truth Witch, that one, those ones. And so these are her first books, and I heard that they kind of flopped, but I'm still really interested in them. They only had 1 and 3 in these covers. These covers were the ones I wanted as far as covers go. They had all 3 in the other cover, but they didn't have number 2 in this cover. So I have number 2 in my Barnes & Noble cart right now, and I will probably get it if it doesn't come on Book Outlet anytime soon. Next, we have Emergency Contact, which I have heard really mixed things about. Some people said that it's super, super cute. The light books need to go on this side or it washes everything out. A lot of people have said it was super, super cute, and some people said it was really kind of dumb because it's all written in like, it's all about a text message relationship. I didn't know. All I knew is that I was interested in it. It's just plain white. And I really wanted to read it, so I waited until Book Outlet got it and bought it that way, because if in doubt, buy it from Book Outlet, because then you're going to get still a great book for a much cheaper price. All right, Nora Roberts. Nora Roberts. Ooh, look at that. All the Nora Roberts books. I have 3 trilogies, so there's like 9 books sitting next to me. The last non-Nora Roberts book is Never Ever, and it is a book about Peter Pan, and Peter Pan is one of my go-to like retellings. That and Alice in Wonderland. So if it's an Alice in Wonderland or a Peter Pan retelling, I will buy it, regardless of what it's about. I have a problem. All right, now for the Nora Roberts books. Keeping in mind that I don't remember what these are about, but I have 3 different trilogies. Let's see, the Gallagher sisters. Okay, so we have number 1 Gallagher book. Where's number 2? Number 2 Gallagher book. Number 3 Gallagher book. Okay, so we have number 1 is the Jewel of the Sun. Number 2 is the Tears of the Moon. And number 3 is the Heart of the Sea. All of these are trilogies. All of them have fantastic elements in them. And this one, I want to say it's about witches. Darcy Gallagher has always believed that in the pull of fate, the magic of legends, and the importance of money, she longs to find a rich man who can sweep her away and into the world full of glamour and adventure and intoxicating in her destiny. It's set in Ireland, which already gets me, and they're pretty, and I get in the mood where I want romance. I got some romance. So here's the first trilogy. Trilogy number 2. We have the Key trilogy. So we have the Key of Light, which is book 1. The Key of Knowledge, which is book 2. And the Key of Valor, which is book 3. Again, I'm not positive what these are about. I know they're all like fantastic though. Okay, this one says warrior demigods in the first little paragraph. I don't usually read past that first little paragraph. So if it doesn't tell me in that first paragraph what it's about, then I don't go on, which the Gallagher sister books did not tell me in that first paragraph. I wanted to say that that was about witches though, but I'm not sure. I'm positive the next one's about witches. I don't know. She writes a lot about gods and goddesses and witches and that kind of stuff, and these are demigods. So yeah, those are the next 3. And then the final 3 are in order. Let's see, number 1 is the Dark Witch. Number 2 is Shadow Spell, and number 3 is Blood Magic. And again, 1, 2, and 3, another one of her trilogies. I am 2 books into, I'm on the 3rd book. I haven't started it yet, but of the other Nora Roberts books that I had bought, and I'm really liking them so far. So now I have 3 more trilogies to read when I'm in the mood for romance and not in the mood for fantasy. So that is all of them. I have made a large mess and my husband is staring at me like I've lost my mind. So I will talk to you guys later, and thank you so much for being here. Bye.